Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Canes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Baby, still just go. Oh. Nut up. Need to put up.
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. He leaves it with his back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the offense. They want to run this quarterback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You've really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. set, first down. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards. Gets way down the field and makes a big play for this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Power football with the run. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll try to do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Fast motion from the offense. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught near the sideline. It's Restrepo. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air. It's Ward. Moves away as he feels pressure. Working that left side now. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback running game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
It's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane!
That's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Wide receiver shows motion. On the ground, it's Blue. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between them.
Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they got it at the 48.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown!
Carlo.
Wow, this offense.
Another parking lot hole. Old round bottle. Connection appeared lost. Peaches follow. One of them bitches. Favorite beaches. He's been on his hit list for a minute, and I think he's handling his business. Me must go double bag laying in the back of the dumb boy.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Defense playing a bail technique. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a way to start this game offensively.
I played a little aggressive. Let's play the game. You beat it.
The defense looks like they were sleepwalking.
It's a long game.
To start this game, one play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Dropping back, it's Howard. What a snag by the defense.
Long ass. Go ahead, onside kick it. Can you give field position too?
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
You know, I feel you. I don't either. Sounds about right.
On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30.
I got distance all the way out here. Kansas.
First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Ah, my fucking guy got.
A whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man.
Don't get me 3. Hey. Positive yard.
Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the
Running
only All-American.
fucking play type guy. I used to fuck.
It is so
I
hard
play
to defend.
football.
It's so hard to
I like
seal that
football.
edge, especially when this guy's
I like
forcing you
what?
in.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh, yeah.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
Stuff out here.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line.
I'm going to put it in the air, too. I ain't going to give up on the run game.
Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this wing.
They bring him down, but a solid
3rd and
pickup
10.
to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Got it in the middle. It's Swanson. At the 35, he's loose. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Floating away.
No, I had him, too.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I had circle right.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as
Real quick. I'm just going to switch my depth chart around. Real quick. I am being quick. What you saying, bro? We good. We good. Took me about 12 seconds, brother, man. Be quick. What? For what? I'm waiting for you.
just swarms all over the pitch man.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown.
I'm up in the game as soon as I kick this field goal. You said I was sorry.
Nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. For the offense. wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On third down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up fourth.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on
Connection to Pierre loss.
Other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive.
After
this
this touchdown.
And you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. He'll try to tack on one more.
I'm a 3-star. You're 1-star. And you said I was sorry. Look at you, down by 8.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Looking for a huge play. And that ball is picked off.
Again, 2-4 half.
Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it.
I did it 1 second too late.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Oh, overthrown.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick.
Oh, he was the one talking all that yak at the beginning. I just go back.
Nice job by the defender.
Jet sweep to the receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Oh, I missed the tackle.
Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass.
Oh, he didn't get out there. I fucking picked outside. You punk ass little motherfucker.
Sweet throwing catches, plenty to give him a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got a man. It's Scott. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Calls his own number. Makes a man miss. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. With the catch, it's Brown. And they'll knock him down. Kansas State quick to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Wildcats have a first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires deep.
I fucking
and the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
I'm throwing too much off my back foot. Keep doing it.
Focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play.
I had him too.
Getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes.
Oh, I tried to kill it.
Inside the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. It was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Oh, my bad.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They give it to him again. Oh, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes when you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Judkins.
Oh, come on. He shouldn't have absorbed that block. Good shit.
Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of it.
Yikes.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback.
I couldn't understand.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. On the run, still looking. Makes the grab outside. It's Giddens. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle.
Oh, how, dude? Some glitchy ass shit.
And he's brought down after the pick, but not
shit.
putting his offense in business.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're trying to get to it. Safe completion on the screen. Got room at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Running through contact.
Rip the ball.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right at the gut, working for 6. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They're going to run it. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than... It's a fumble.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking to go up top on first down. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Johnson wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. Fights off a defender. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. They go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and he missed it. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback checking the play. Johnson looking to throw. They're bringing
Oh.
Falls
Hey,
in,
good
complete.
team.
They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get